10 seconds remaining.
Probably try to make some pressure on Echoes, but I don't see Mac winning this matchup. We'll see what happens. They're both melee heroes, so I would be very much surprised if that happens. Actually, nice deny there. Echoes not having the breathe fire. Start off with the stun, probably to get a deny or something at the start. The stun won't go through the flame guard. It's a level 2 flame guard, so Mac will push in the wave. This is one advantage that the Ember Spirit does have, and Scam will be dying, so Frisk gets himself a kill, and we miss on the first blood while talking about fill the bottle. That was the whole point of the movement. Does leave the TA all alone on the bottom lane, and the techies immediately starts running, and there's the Nature's Prophet running as well. You can see how they're not even wasting a second because they know that somebody's gonna be in trouble. Jugger, speaking of, does get taken down. There's the ensnare being used, and if you want to be aggressive with your spin, this is what's gonna happen. Also, rotations for the... Again, that's gonna be a Jugger in trouble once more. 28 seconds without it. He does have the power treads, 5-1 charges under the tower, and this time around, the Shadow Demon is in the vicinity of the TP, and from techies, they want Cox. No spin, however, so I don't know if you can actually get this kill. TP out, not gonna be available, especially with the techies in the vicinity. They just turn around and fight the Jugger. Here comes Skem as well. They're fighting YCR, and he's losing this one with the Nether Blast. It's gonna be more than enough to finish him off. 4 charges of the poison on the Naga side, but without the 5th one and without the mana for it, you cannot kill her. It is gonna be a solid amount of damage to him, and that does leave... What? That's a solo kill? That should never happen. Natsumi getting a solo kill there. I guess there were a couple of nerfs in the B patch. Frisk, Sleight of Fist chains. The reactive taser will be expiring right now. There it is. It does disarm the Ember Spirit, and with the blast off, Frisk gets himself away. That's the first action that we have had in quite some time. So let's get super excited about it. Cox doesn't have the song. You should have learned how to sing. Where's the Demonic Purge? Where's the disruption? TPs are coming in. Scam came over. There will be a Sprout used, and there the heals. Cox doesn't care. Turns around with the net. And Mars is going to be in so much trouble with the Deso coming in. Goodbye armor, goodbye life. No amount of shields are going to help you. Mac comes in with a Sleight of Fist to get the kill as he's chasing for more. The rest of Aster will get themselves out. And this is a fight won right next to the Roche pit. So the tower is taking a lot of damage. There's the Roche dropping. And Natsumi, he has everything he needs. Only a shard is needed now. TPing to the bottom lane. You need to run from this TA. A couple of hits. Okay, that's going to be 3. The reactive taser techies. He has used it, but a little bit too late. So TA will get disarmed, but only after she has fulfilled her job of assassinating the techies. I mentioned Cox, when he plays this offlane Naga, he plays it the same way as you would a carry Naga. TP in from Scam, ulti will get used, and that is a very dead Shadow Demon. It's just a matter of time before he dies. He's probably not even going to be able to move. Stuck in the trees, dead. It will be turning around to Scam. The arena is going to be used, but a nice song to save Scam for the time being, especially with a life drain, giving him his life back, and now you're in so much trouble. Actually, Omni Slash no, doesn't care. The crap is there, does have the spin, thinking about using it. Look at the TA coming in to destroy the Juggernaut. A couple of hits and he's dead, and the Dragon Knight has been caught on the other side. The Spirit Vessel not allowing him to move. The slows, the sprouts, the death has been brought up to the Dragon Knight. Echoes, nothing he could do about that one, and you're just getting overwhelmed, outplayed, and destroyed. And he can beat some like tier 2.5 teams for sure. Silence in the Juggernaut. That'll be fine for now. Nah, no, not for long, however. It's just so much physical damage. Yeah, you're only making it worse. Just bend over and accept what's coming your way. I think that's what Geekfam want to say to Aster here, because that's exactly the only thing that you can do here. At least willingly accept that you're gonna get destroyed. Ember Spirit rotating to the bottom lane. This is the build that Embers go for, especially Mac. I've seen him go for it a couple of times. You just make the Ember Spirit ultra tanky, and it's not that much about damage. It's more about surviving Scam. Spear Arena, we've already seen this, and he hasn't died a single time. This time around, however, Scam might be dead. There will be a silence, however, Scam is alive, and Frisk doesn't have anything to do here. At least he'll get himself away with the TP. But the tankiness of the Nature's Prophet coming in handy there. 1400 HP, a lot for Scam and a lot for Aster to go through. They're just so far behind. Crowd, again, same thing. The TA ultra farmed with the BKB. I don't see you killing her either unless she's completely alone. So good luck getting those kills. Plus, all of the lanes are getting pushed in. So the side of Geekfam, they should know. Okay, Natsumi, he should have known, but he didn't. BKB, is he gonna use it? He is, and it's gonna be a wasted BKB. 9 seconds down the drain, plus his life. You are their vision of the enemy. But the pipe will be protecting the Dragonite. Is gonna get silenced up. Has the BKB. Pops it right now as Echoes is running forward. That's a big dragon. Nobody wants to fight it. It is gonna be 2 9-second BKBs down the drain, but at least Aster got themselves a kill, the biggest kill they can get on the map. And it was Natsumi's mistake, right? All of the lanes pushed in, and you don't see anyone on the map. So it really should never happen. Nature is available. Ah, look at this. Cox is setting things up. His smoke will break right now. Uses the illusions preemptively. YCR gonna get silenced as the Manta spin TP if he wants to. The net will connect. Meanwhile, they've already found the Shadow Demon spin TP. YCR is out. And without the TA damage, you have no hopes of bringing him down before he's out. Out from Echo. Got it. So in terms of lockdown, Geekfam are definitely lacking, but doesn't seem like they're lacking in anything else. There's the sleep. They found Frisk on the other side as well, but the Mars is in so much trouble. He's gonna get silenced up. The Shiva definitely helps you versus the illusions, but surrounded by 5 heroes, there's nothing that can help you in the world of Dota when there's so many heroes on top of you. 2 quick kills once again for Geekfam. The Roche is up. Oh, look at the poor Mars. He does have a solid amount of armor. Okay, not a solid amount. He has a ton of armor. The life drain doesn't care about it. Dragonite went for a Maelstrom as well. Let's see, Scam. That's a very aggressive TP, so he'll get destroyed immediately. Has he baited them into a bad fight? Not really. You know, Demonic Purge, so that's a nice one for the Ember. Bottom lane is getting pushed in by the Naga illusions, but the creeps aren't there. He's doing for the big black dragon form. This is gonna take a little bit longer. At least around the pit, you can have good positionings for your healing ward, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. Sending in the illusions right now. Sleep is at the ready. This is so risky, but with the spin, nicely timed, maybe you can get it for yourself. Echoes taking some damage there. It is gonna be Natsumi. Nice blink out, dodging the stun, and the silence connects onto the Shadow Demon. The arena will try to protect him, especially with the spear. Naga Siren is in a lot of trouble. He hasn't killed the healing ward. They're all being healed up. The song being used, surrounded, but not really big spells. That's just 5 heroes standing together. There will be a silence, however, which is gonna be pretty huge. Natsumi hasn't popped his BKB. He's gonna do it now, standing his ground with the Omni Slash, doing some damage. Natsumi, is he gonna be living through this one? Even with the life drain, it's not enough. The buyback from Mac. See, it's looking pretty good for Aster. Even though the game was not looking good, they're buying back. They know that this is their time to win this game. But the dieback from Mac and the buyback from the techies, they do have the outpost here to play with. Cox is in so much trouble, and he'll be taken down as well. Goodbye, Naga Siren. The question is, how much can Natsumi actually do? He might even decide not to go there, and the game has just been turned on its head. Geekfam have been controlling it for so long, but the Juggernaut with an ultra kill and the Roche is not going to be allowing it any longer. The game, just like that, is no longer in the hands of Geekfam. You still have good ways to shove in the lanes. You still have good ways to control the map. Lack of lockdown coming into play, and now you have to change your approach. Natsumi, he's no longer that powerful. He's trying to do some damage to the Dragonite, but okay, no buts. Echo's dropping low. He is not gonna be surviving. Natsumi finds him in the end. Very nice footwork coming out from him, not allowing the Dragonite to blink in the end there. And he didn't want to pop the BKB for the traps. In this game, you might want to be hunting Jugger. His Aegis is going to be expiring in 50, but they're finding the backlines. Mac misses on the side of Fist, and Natsumi just jumps in, has the BKB, will be popping it right now. The deck is still alive, not for long, does get taken down. Nice force staff to the low ground. Scam needs to be careful, does have the Ogre Seal Totem and will be fine. The illusions are keeping them at bay. Mars with the shard. He's a scary guy. There's gonna be a silence on the Dragonite. Slow down. That's a big black dragon. He's just baiting them in. Natsumi taking it slowly. Has the blink away. Will be able to do it. Just poking and prodding. 20 seconds for the Aegis. You have to be careful not to die. Can they bring him down? Natsumi. That would have been so bad. The song was used. They're chasing on the Mars, and he will get slept. With the net being there, there is a trap as well, not allowing him to use the spear. He is tanky. He's not tanky enough, however. Definitely a lot tankier than what he used to be. And Scam, well, his damage is not to be underestimated for sure. Especially now with the Maelstrom. The Sprout Leashes is active. Okay, they have Quelling Blades, that's good. Smoke was used. We've already seen a fight in this area of the map. The sleight of fist chains, it stops this advance. All of their smokes have been broken. Now I have to run away. BKB from Natsumi going for Frisk. With the Guardian Grease, is going to be fine, especially with the disruption being used. Sleight of fist. You have to be careful on the Ember Spirit. And he doesn't have money for a buyback. He's probably going to be able to get out of this one. Has the remnant back. Actually goes forward. While in the backlines, Cox has found the Shadow Demon. He does have the Ghost Scepter. The pipe is being protected, but in the end, he'll get destroyed. Immediate buyback. Echo's dropping low, but he will be able to survive. Doesn't even want to use the Craggy Coat. That's one hero dead. Dragon Knight does have the cheese given to him. Maybe he can bait something out with it. Agasarn pushing in the waves. Everything is getting pushed in. So the longer this fight goes, the more it benefits Geekfam and Aster. They're losing their dragon form. It's a solid downtime, 40 seconds that you're gonna be able to fight without a sleight of fist chains on the Mars. Doesn't have the BKB. He's in a Sprout, and he ate the wrong tree. Gonna be using the spear. Nobody cares about it. He does have a buyback. We'll be using it right now. Tekis is gonna get destroyed. This guy can't come back into the fray. The healing ward should be taken down with ease. And the next on the menu is gonna be the Shadow Demon. Doesn't have a buyback. Look at the backlines. Cox has found them. The Omni Flash is gonna be used. There's the cheese. Finally, Echoes uses it, but it doesn't matter. You're getting overwhelmed. Cox is taking no damage. You're slashing absolutely nothing. The fish will not become a sushi, as YCR is not dying easily, but make no mistake, dying he is, and the Mars is gonna be the only one left, but we're gonna slay your gods after we have slain you. An overwhelming victory for Geekfam this time around, bro. And you're already having some issues, a lot of issues with the 40,000 gold deficit. This is not a deficit from which players come out often. The crap. Oh, actually protecting the Mars from the TA. Nullifier onto Echoes. Just jump in from Frisk. Reactive Taser has been used. He'll be fine. The Spear does connect onto the Ember Spirit, but he still has the cheese, so should be able to survive the arena. Onto the 4 of them. This is our arena. You have built it so that we can enjoy ourselves in it. Gleipnir onto the 3 of them. At least the healing ward is keeping them pretty healthy. And the Dragon Knight is coming back. He's healing inside of the fountain, but the Raxes are dropping, and that's going to be mega creeps. Echoes with the Spirit Vessel on him. He's really not healing all that much. And the Omnislash does almost nothing. Mac goes to the side. He gets low, not low enough to die. The Swift Flash might finish him off. Mac is just dodging it, goes into the fire, but it expires. The Ember Spirit will not be dying to any fires. His YCR will get taken down as well. Does have a buyback, but his buyback is gonna be meaningless as GG has been called, and Geekfam are gonna be going into the upper bracket. Well, that is always the